The Simpsons had 2021 predictions for an apocalyptic Springfield. So, let's get the sequence which has caused a stir explained. How long have you been tuning into The Simpsons? Matt Groening's animated American sitcom has been on screen since way back in 1989, and many people grew up with it. However, perhaps the true beauty of the show is that it appeals to people of all ages. Whether you're aged 7 or 70, there's always something to admire. We've been checking in with the good people of Springfield for so long, and audiences often argue that The Simpsons has predicted a number of recent real-life events, from Donald Trump's presidency to the COVID-19 pandemic. One of the show's writers, Bill Oakley, explained parallels between our world and Homer's in an interview with Comic Book. There are very few cases where The Simpsons predicted something. It's mainly just coincidence because the episodes are so old that history repeats itself. Most of these episodes are based on things that happened in the 60s, 70s or 80s that we knew about. However, a certain 2020 episode has captivated viewers all the same. The Simpsons 2020 election episode, of course. The 2020 US presidential election earned global attention, and The Simpsons certainly didn't hesitate to weigh in on the situation. In the episode Treehouse of Horror 31, fans were presented with a potential outcome, and it begins with Marge demanding that Homer join the other Springfield residents at the polling station and vote. Although, there's one problem: he isn't sure who to vote for. Lisa then chimes in and encourages him to dwell on Trump's shortcomings over the years. A list of derogatory headlines and details aimed at Trump then scroll down the screen. These include, "Put children in cages," and "Paid $750 in taxes." He then casts his vote, and we can only assume that it was for Joe Biden. There is then another problem. It was all a dream, and Homer's vote would have been the decider. The Simpsons 2021 predictions explained as a result of Homer's failure to vote. It's suggested that Trump won the election, and we cut to Springfield swamped in apocalyptic imagery on January 20, 2021. This is a reference to the inauguration of the President of the United States, a ceremony which marks the beginning of a new 4-year term of presidency. The ceremony still goes ahead if the current president is in office for a second term, and it has taken place on January 20 since 1937. The episode can be interpreted as a tongue-in-cheek joke about what could happen if Trump assumes office for yet another 4 years. While some fans interpreted the sequences as a prediction for 2020, you'll be aware that Joe Biden is now president-elect, so the comedic scene is already dated. As for other potential 2021 predictions, there are no episodes of The Simpsons which take aim at the year 2021 specifically, so perhaps that's a good sign. On the other hand, the Daily Mail highlights that The Simpsons movie aired over the festive period, and some are likening the tier system to the imprisonment in a dome which the film depicts. That's for all in our story about this 2021 Simpson prediction. What do you think about this prediction? Comment your insight about this below. If you like this video, don't forget to subscribe and like this video.